All righty then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. It's another Monday Night Live, and it's actually on a Monday. How exciting. So thank you so much for joining me for another one, and as usual, it's a pleasure to be here in front of you crazy cats this evening. I am half asleep, so you know we know what that's like with the brain and words. So we'll have to see how that goes. But as always, what we're going to do is we're going to kick off tonight's Monday Night Live by having the first 10 minutes of me saying hello and a brief bit of chat with the people in the chat on live. If you're watching this on playback, then just fast forward it 10 minutes and then that should get into the vlog. At that point, I'm not going to be spending much time looking at the chat because I'm going to then go through some normal vloggy stuff, tell you what I've been vaping on, what I've had come in. Can't remember if I've had much in. So I'm going to show you all of that sort of stuff. And then we're going to open it up. Mr. Todd will probably come in and join us. And then we'll have a proper conversation about all the exciting things, all the exciting shenanigans that's been going on over the last 24 hours, which is very good. But yeah, we'll have a good old chat about that then. So if I don't pay attention during that middle part when I'm doing the vloggy bit, Mr. Todd will be in the chat with his swinging banhammer of doom. And so if you're not playing nicely, or if you're trying to advertise yourself without prior acceptance, then you will get binned. So there we go. There we go. There's a little warning for you. Anyway, let's have a little look in chat. So, woof, there's a few people watching already. Now then, let's have a little look. See, I'm having a little bit of a scroll back here. There's loads of people in. Right, I'm just going to stop it there. Schwarzy, hello to you, Mr. Schwar. Jared Garrett, hello. Any good Christmas sales started anyway? I think he's asking chat, not me. Fair enough. Don't know. Top man. gorgeous beard. Thank you very much, Michael. I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. Leon T, thank you very much. Good evening to you as well. Village Vapor, evening everyone. Evening. Dean Feeney, Ian. Assuming that's not me. Nick Fenton, good evening all. I'm unsubscribing to help Mr. Todd out. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I can't blame you on that one. Says Nick Fenton. Anyway, OR Church. OR. I think I've made that joke before. Dean, Mr. Todd, bonjour. That sound sync problem, though. If you're having a sound sync issue, just try refreshing and see if that helps it out. But it's Google. I can't change that. I can't do anything about that. In the new year, I will be using different software to try and make the whole experience a little bit more watchable, hopefully without the sound issues and all that sort of stuff. But it's just broadcasting through YouTube and it's using Google Hangouts. So if it's not syncing, can't help it. Sorry. Love to. I would love to have a fantastically clear stream, but nah, sorry. What else we got going on here? Ivan Lima. Hi to you as well. Ophidian Vapes, evening. How you doing? Yeah, all right. You got a build mat, didn't you? Did you? James McDonough, hello. D Henwood, evening everyone. Tom Beatty, evening Dean. Evening Tom. The Vaping Santa, shut your damn whore mouth. Well, look, I've made an effort with that, and I was going to make an effort with this, selling this, if the printers hadn't royally screwed it. But that's as far as you get. You're getting none of this Santa shit going on. There's another week to get. It's not Christmas. It's not Christmas yet, people. There's still another week to go. Miserable old bastard. Now then, Jesse Heidenrich. Hello. Sinistral. Hello. Sandy SW. You are the best of best vapor. Thank you very much indeed. Splendid. I'll take it. Not entirely sure that's what you meant, but I'll take it. Dominic Pelosi, evening. Nice to see you. Gareth Lynch, glad to see you. Oh, hi, Todd. Glad to see you. Oh, it's like that, is it? Righto. Brad Horsley, hello from Ohio. Ivan Lima, I've said hello to you already. Neil Thomas, g'day. G'day. Are you an Australian? Can't remember, Neil. Don't think you are. Kevin Mann, hello. Tim Dorr, bonjour. Rooney Plays. Kevin K from Hawaii. It's always nice when you put where you're from. I do enjoy that because I like to see where people are from around the world because it amazes me. There are a few things in this world that stun me, like email, brilliant, but you're kind of used to it. But so, that's one thing. Wireless printers, magic, and this sort of thing where people are watching me live talking just from random place in the world. Anyway, that's a Christmas miracle, tell you. Now then, hello Dean from Portugal, hope you and your lady and the Romanian to be almost awake. Are you asking if we're awake, or are you saying that you're only just awake? I don't know, but we're awake. That t-shirt Dean's wearing is amazing. Yeah, well, it should have been. And the thing is, if you looked at it up close, which you can't see, it's all kind of knit print, so it looks the tits. But this is what a bad printers stopped you guys from being able to get hold of. So I'm very sorry about that. Dean Feeney is Yorkshire Saws. Hi everyone. Vapors Cabers IP16, is that Ipswich? Francis 26. Hi Dean, advance happy Christmas. Can you please say hello to my wife Jane Fama from the Philippines? Hello Jane. Hello, and I hope you're having a fantastic time, and Francis is looking after you. Splendid. Go and get him to put a cup of tea on you. Flying Sumo, boom, Essex, lovely. Hey from Cambridge, says Daniel Carter. Sure. Kaz Benjor, first one of the 4% club that I've seen so far. I really wish people wouldn't phone me when I'm in chat. How rude, are you watching on your phone? Jez Bacchus, good day from Aussie. Hello. Hello from the basement, says Diddy VD. That's a spectacular name. Who that vape? Hello from Minnesota in the States. Dominic No, I know you're not doing it to me on purpose. It's just me being terrible reading names, but I'm sorry. Eugster? Eugster? Let's go with Dominic Eugster. I'm sorry if I've wrecked that one. Hello, Dominic, though. Thank you very much. Dominic. I'm going to go with Dominic, I think. Hello from Denver, Colorado, past the dirt road. Chris Phillips, nowhere at the pub, so can't tune in properly. You lucky bugger. It's been ages since I've been at the pub. Sunny Algarve. Oi, no, there's no need for that. Saudi, look. Saws is in Sunny Algarve. Abdulaziz is in Saudi Arabia. That's going to be warm, isn't it? There's oh, fuck me, it's all gone a bit hectic. That just jumped. Right, so we've had a bit of a jump there. Greetings from Egypt, says Omar. Old school 1964, Nebraska, USA. Rufus Kane, hello from Uzbekistan. That's fantastic. Uzbekistan. That's great. Happy Christmas, Dean and Todd from the rest of Saudi. Hello, Muji World. How you doing? And thank you very much. Vapors Cavers, Leyston. I was close. Sinistral, hello from Bonnie, Scotland. No, from Scotty Botland. Hey, see what he did there. Hi, Dean. I'm from the moon. I think parts of you, maybe. I think, possibly. Tony Parkinson. How do you, Dean? Mark Paris. Hello, greetings from Orlando, Florida. 4%, Jules. Jules, second lady in the house. Fantastic. Nice to see you, Jules. Thank you very much indeed. Mick Blizzard, Devgron, Socrates, the cab driver, Gary Cooper, the Naomi, 84. Craig, you weren't born in 84, were you? God, I feel old. I just missed a bunch of people. It's just gone spoof again. Where are we? Can I find it again? Here we go. Craig Bolin, MBK Vapor Reviews. Graham Vincent, Jason Scott, or Church. I've said hello to you. Leah Swales. Ooh, that vape. Chris Adams, Mark Kingston Schleider. I think I got that right. Ian Stott. Oh, Mark Kingston Schleider's in the kitchen. Can you make me a cup of tea? White with one, please. Sweetener if you got them. Ian Stott, Vicky V W. Hello, nice Christmas sweater. Thank you very much. Oh, in the Netherlands, lovely job. Chachi Vapes, Chicago has an eye on you. Fantastic. I'm playing in a shop. Am I? Is this a shop? Awesome. Buy everything from Churchy. He knows his stuff, I think. Right, I'm gonna go. I can't say hello to absolutely everybody. There is a lot of you, and thank you so much for joining me on this another kind of maybe the last vlog before Christmas. I think I'm going to try and do another one just before Christmas, maybe next weekend. We'll have to see. But no, all in all, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all geared up and you've got all your presents sorted out, or at least you've got your Amazon Prime orders sussed out so you can get your stuff nice and quickly, and you've sorted out your loved ones. Don't forget that it's, you know, your wife's birthday just the day before Christmas, and so you got to get her 2 presents. I don't know if I'm saying that to anyone in particular, but on the off chance that someone sees it, they'll go, "Ah, fuck, good on, well done." Living that monster life again. Anyway, so let's get started. I haven't had a vape. I'm going to have a vape. What shall I have a vape on? What shall I have a vape? Let's have a cloudy one. Let's have a cloudy one first and foremost. So it's been a fun old week. Obviously, we will talk about today's excitement later on when Mr. Todd joins up. But no, it's been one of those weeks where I've been super busy, but it's been really difficult to actually just sit down and record stuff. So it's been a bit one of them challenging ones. Anyway, let's have a little toot. That Mech Life Flow. This one I'm vaping from creamyclouds.co.za. Tantrum. Oh, creamy. The pineapple, mango, and banana, tortured, twisted, and frozen. It's an exciting thing, isn't it? Yellow label. I would show you up close, but it won't focus, so there's no point. So yeah, I've got that going on. I've also got their other one, which is Tantra. Oh, this is the same one. This is a fruit medley one. This one, that other one I think was called Tortured. This one is a fruit medley. So they're both got a little bit of mint in them. Quite enjoying them. Off track already. So let's have a little look and see. Let's have a little look and see what I've been vaping on. Should we do that first? Let's do that. Excuse me, I'm a bit windy tonight. I do apologize. So first and foremost, we have got the Dreamer mod from Times Vape in copper with the copper Pandora on top of it. I did the Pandora review. When was it? Yesterday? Day before? The other day? I don't even know what the date is today, to be honest with you. Not a fucking clue. But recently... and yeah, it's going nicely. Like I said, they've mostly fixed the turbulent airflow on it, and it's going great guns. I think it looks rather splendid on top of this Dreamer mod. I unpacked these Dreamer mods for my Patreon people. I think it was early-ish part of last week, and I was a little bit unsure to start with because I didn't have huge expectations. However, it turns out that they're doing rather well. So yeah, had a jolly good time with that one. So that's what I'm going on. Now, what I started recording today was finally the NATO from Asylum Mods and Vapors Cloud. Finally started recording that one today. However, after putting out my Which Way Do Batteries Go in Mech's video, which I'll talk about in a little while, I had to do the editing, but I've been working since crazy o'clock this morning and was absolutely shattered, and I've not slept much of late, so I had to go and have a little lie down, and that was me done. so yeah, it's not been brilliant, but I couldn't get this one out, but it will be out tomorrow. And yes, I have done a volt drop test on this, as well as doing a volt drop test on the bare bones that I looked at a little while ago. Now, I'm not releasing the actual figures on the two of them quite yet, purely because they're the only two mods that I've done in stainless steel, so it doesn't really have any relevance to the brass or the bronze ones, copper ones rather, as yet. But I'm also just gonna get some new batteries, just because it's been a while since I've done a Mech test, and I want to make sure that the everything is reading as clear as possible. However, what I will do is I will tell you the difference in between this one and the bare bones, so you'll know which one hits harder out of the two of them. But like I say, it's going to be relevant between the two. Does that make sense? So we'll see how we get on from that one. But yeah, let's have a look. Go with this. Yeah, I've got the B2K sitting on top of there, and I think it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I mean, this is a long mod. This is a long mod, so having a short and stubby RDA on the top is good. The B2K does obviously mean that you are dripping. I've only got a single coil in there as well, but it does mean that you are dripping constantly just to keep things dry. And if you over drip and purge, then it can go places. But no, otherwise it's quite an enjoyable vape. I've over dripped. But I did have this this B2K with the Ultim cap on it, on top of the brass Dreamer for quite some time, and that was that looked rather good, and I was having a jolly good time on that. So you know, it's nice to change it up now and then. So I've been rocking those ones. This is going to take a little bit of time today. I've also been rocking the Pulse kit with the green doors on. I took those Ultim ones off and I've stuck the green doors on just because why the hell not? We've been rocking the Berserker mouth to lung on top of the Limelight still. I fucking love this setup so much. This makes me very, very happy indeed. We've also, obviously, I showed you last week the Viscous ant gear, so we've been rocking through some of this as well and having a jolly good time with that. I did give the guys some feedback the other day and still waiting to hear on that one. And I have also been trying out the Aries on top of the fucking, what's it called, Sky Porridge, Sky Star. Sky Star. Let's call it a Sky. It might have underneath it. Sky Star. Yes. So yeah, I just had to get the other Aspire tank off that because I hated it. So I've been rocking that on there to give that a damn good go. Still going with the Gig Vape. However, one of the new things that's come in this week has been the Iconic RDA. So I've been rocking that one in squat mode. Now, first impressions on this, I struggled a little bit with having it in dripper mode because I was, even with moving the coils out, I was still getting a lot of kind of dripping going down the air holes. And then I put it in squat mode, and it's much better. This works incredibly well in squat mode. I prefer it in squat mode rather than in dripper mode, if that makes sense. So if you've got something like this or a drone or something where you want to put some juice through it, then yeah, it's quite nice. And it's quite cloudy, which is splendid. Now then, what else? We've kind of segued into what else has come in. Obviously, the Iconic, as I mentioned earlier on, and the Dreamer mods from Times Vape. But also, I did get from my mate Andy at Ohms Distro. I have got these. So we've got the Me One going on there, in particularly Christmas colours, and the Black Me Pod. Now then, here's the thing. Don't get it. I do not understand. Now, I'm not saying they're crap. I'm going to keep playing with them, but I'll probably do a video on them at some point in time. But I don't get the hype. I don't get why people get excited about them. Granted, they're tiny, and so because they're tiny, they're nice and easy and light to throw in your pocket and carry around everywhere. So if portability is your thing, then yeah, I totally understand these. However, with this one, I mean, you can't really mouth to lung it. I think I'm running out of battery there because that's coming yellow. You can't really mouth to lung it, so it's really a kind of a proper lung hitter, albeit very restricted. Boom. And the coil in it is all right, but it's just like an all-in-one system that we've seen a bunch of other times. It's just really dinky. So if that's the sort of thing that tickles your taste buds, then crack on. Now then, with this one, with the Me Pod, now this one is something that I did have a little bit of a challenge about because there we go. If I do it like this, hang on, get it the right angle. Now you can see hopefully that there is a round hole there and there's an oblong hole there. Now, underneath the oblong hole, there is that's where the coil and the cotton is and all that sort of malarkey, right down the bottom of the pod. Now, underneath the round hole is the actuator to turn the battery on and off, because you suck it to make it work. Now then, because of that, I've found that this bit here, because it's kind of on the edge of where your mouth goes, that gets rather warm. You get a lot of heat come through from your coil and your juice. And if you after a couple of toots, it feels like it doesn't burn, but it feels really hot just on a bit of your lip. And I don't like it. I don't like that feeling at all. It would have made much more sense to have the vapor hole in the middle and the actuation hole on the side. That would have made way more sense to me. So yeah, I mean, all in all, once again, super thin. I mean, this is even thinner than this little puppy. It's tiny. It really is dinky as you like, but super thin, super light. Throw it in anything, and I guess wang some high nick in there, and jobs are good. But that design with that heat bit it really puts me off. But it's a really loose mouth to lung or a very tight lung hit. It's not a tight mouth to lung at all. So it's not, I wouldn't say this is something that a smoker would go onto, if that makes sense. But no, see, just after those couple of toots, that's starting to get warm around there. Not to the touch, or maybe a little bit to the touch, but not very much to the touch. But it just, no, I don't like it. It feels horrible. So if you're watching this on playback, then I would be absolutely interested in hearing your comments down below. And if you've got one in chat, then let me know if you've got a Me one or a Me pod, and tell me why you love it if you do so, because I've only had it a couple of days, so I've still got a lot of work to do with them. But I'm struggling. I'm struggling to see why people lose their minds about them, you know. So yeah, it's just let me know, because you know, and it's not like they've got a huge background. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts anyway. Right, cheers to you. There we go. So what we got, rocking the me do you say Me pod as in MEE or my as in MY, my pod? How do you say it? Rocking the Vapors Capers is rocking his pod all the time. So Vapors Capers, do you get this hot mouth situation just where that thing is? Or have I got something going spectacularly wrong with my coil? Let me know. So anything else going on here? Sweet shout out from Clayton Coils in NE, Ohio. Now, is that Clayton Coils giving you a shout out, or are you asking me to give Clayton Coils a shout out? Just in case. Clayton Coils, boom, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful time. Big shout out to Clayton Coils. There we go. In NE, Ohio. I don't know where NE, oh, I can't talk. I don't know where NE is in Ohio, but is there somewhere. I got a Berserker for mouth to lung. Rachy Vaping for life. Is Rachy Vaping for I love, well, if you're talking about the Berserker in chat, I love it. I love this so much. The only thing, and I said this to Alex from Vapors MD in an Instagram live stream the other day, that the only thing I'm not quite such a fan on this one is I think they could have done something else with this top cap, because it's 22 mil, I struggle getting enough purchase on it to be able to undo to fill it up sometimes. So I have to put a vape rag on it or whatever to make that happen. So hang on, I'm not doing any product placement, but yeah, I'll put my vape rag on there like that, and then I'll unscrew it. Vapeandbiker.co.uk. No, vapormats.co.uk. And yes, so I do have a little bit of a struggle with that one from time to time, but that I'm willing to put up with that one purely because I think this tank is bloody marvelous. And on the SX board that's in this Limelight pylon, I can rock it with the stainless steel cover, and I think it just looks sexy as you like with that battery situation going on there, and I don't get dry hits, so I fucking love it. And I am using, juice-wise, I'm using the Dynamint, which you can get at unionvapors.com. But this is 7030. So it's rocking a 7030, no problem at all. Lovely. I feel like a gentleman when I'm doing that. So yeah, no, all in all, yeah, no. Also from Ohm's Distro, I got a bunch of the Grim line when it comes to the shaky uppy juices, the one shot stuff, not the one shot stuff, the shake and vape sort of stuff. So I'm going to be I've tried them all before. Herman Vapes gave me a bunch of them in the past. And I'm interested to see, because I do know that I can't remember, it was one of the signature line, but it seemed to be super throaty. So I'm looking forward to banging in my own nick in there and seeing if it's still throaty or if that changes it in any way, shape or form. That's going to be something that I'm quite looking forward to. Vicky VW, I have a Siren V2 for which I love mouth to lung. Yeah, I mean, I've got a Siren V2 as well. Tried it. I'm not such a huge fan of that one as opposed to the Berserker, because the Berserker goes tighter, and because of that I think the Berserker for me is proper mouth to lung, whereas I don't think many other tanks are proper mouth to lung, in my humble opinion. Simon Rogers, Berserker was a good recommendation. Thanks very much. Thanks, Dean. Good. Thank you very much for me being right. Still rocking the Kennedy 25 is my all-day vape. Fantastic. Berserker is bloody lovely. Have you got one, Ian? Have you got one, Chauncey? I don't think I sent you one. I don't think I had a spare to send you. Like a sir, absolutely. Kyle Rancher, I got to try the MyPod and found it nice for portability and slim form factor, but I just love my My one more. Fair enough. Absolutely. And once again, why do you love this one? Is this once again the My one or Me one? Is that because of the portability side of it, or what? Because I can't see it's going to be about flavor or airflow or mouth to lung or whatever else. So please do tell me what really sort of sorted yourself out on that one. Chris W, love the shirt. Dean, I need one. You would have been able to get one if I hadn't have been messed about by printers. Chris W, sorry about that one. How's those broadsides treating you these days? Still using them? They're up on the shelf up there. Up there somewhere. But no, I don't get to use them half as much as I want to. No, because I'm always testing out other stuff. What else we got going on here? The wife kind of caved in and let me get a Pulse 24 RDA. Fantastic. Did you get it to stick on top of the box there? Who was that who said that one? Really plays. Oh, lovely old job. I don't think he's doing them, or Vandy Vape are doing them in matte black yet. If you don't buy it in the kit, I don't think you can buy it just by itself in the matte black. Can you? I don't think you can. But no, I've been rocking that one. Big old single coil going on in there as well. Jobs are fucking good. Ah, now then. What else? Oh, that just zipped up a little bit. So sorry if I've missed anybody. Here we go. We've got a question. Queer Vape, aka C question: Vaping Biker, Recoil or Recoil Rebel? Which one has the best flavor? I think they're very, very similar, to be honest with you. I don't think there's much difference between either of them. So whichever tickles your fancy and floats your boat. Depends on what kind of build deck space you're looking for, I imagine. Found my local vape shop stocks the Luna, says Rony. Really plays fantastic. I'd love to be using the Luna a lot more. Pardon me, but very windy today. But there you go. Is Berserker still flooding? No, I haven't had any flooding. What? No, I didn't know what you're on about there. Now then, really plays on a drag race. Well, that's fair enough. As long as it tickles your fancy, that's what it's all about. I use 18 milligram Nick in my V1, which I can't use when I can't use my Mech and RDA in a public setting. That's fair enough. Kyle Roundtree, fair enough indeed. Michaela Vapes, greetings to you as well. The Demon Killer Tiny Kit would slap them 2 bits of junk. Righto, Jason. Go on then. Why? Go on then. Go on. You're going to come out and say it. You're going to go fucking whoosh. Billy Big Balls on that one. Why do they beat it? Genuinely interested to know. Getting the Bonza RDA for Christmas. If any vaping biker, any build suggestions? Absolutely, Keith. If you do 7 wraps of your favorite type of build, that would be fantastic. Honestly, it's, you guys know what my favorite coil is, and so that's what I put in most things, because it works out really, really well for the way I vape. Depends what you've got it on, and it depends you know, what kind of vape you like and what kind of style you like to vape in. So I can't really answer that one, I'm afraid. What else we got? Stephen KBK Vapes. Have we got Dean on a t-shirt? Absolutely. Such a shame it couldn't get out there. Maybe I'll keep it on file for next year, and we'll get it certainly printed up next time. Thoughts on the Demon Killer Tiny Dripper set? I haven't got one. Don't know. That's why I just asked the other fella. Greetings from New York. Dean, hello. Who said that? Jay Conker. Hello, Jay Conker in New York. Nice to see you. Thank you very much indeed. New York. Do you know Casey Neistat? What else we got going? Dean, when are you coming out with a dripper, buddy? Oh, don't know about that. You can get the Pulse 24 in black without buying the kit. Mine arrived this morning. Good to know, Mick. Thank you very much for letting me know on that one. I know you couldn't originally, and so that's why I wondered, but good to know that you certainly can. Anyone on here got the Wasp? Better flavor than the Bonza. It's a completely different beat, completely different, much smaller chamber, so it's kind of, more restricted on the air, and you know, so it's a different entity. It's a little bit like saying, anyone got a rally burner? Is it any different to a BMW? My lips didn't want to work then. Now then, so I think that's enough for the time being. I don't think I've got anything that I can show you else that's new in. I'm pretty sure there isn't. Got another camera coming tomorrow, I think. Hopefully, fingers crossed, which I'm very excited about. No, I think we're good. Right. So because of that, here he is. Hey, you're muted. Shh.
Too soon. I'm not ready. I'm building.
Why are you over here?
Do you like? I'm building. I'm not caught. I'm building.
Well, yeah. Have you just thrown together some alien wire in there to so you can, you know, pump out some sick clouds?
Well, I'll tell you, I've got two aliens with. You can translate this for me because it means nothing to me.
Got it.
It's 26 gauge Canthal 1 × 36 gauge Ni80 wrap.
Yeah.
3mm inner diameter, 0.6, and it's coming out at 0.15 in a dual coil build.
There we go then. Job's good.
Yeah. And and it works.
Oh, is that on that big German thing?
That's the big German thing and the big English thing.
Gotcha. Like it.
Yeah. So I'm just yes. Right. Before we go any further, could you kindly do me a favor and open your box?
Yes.
For those of you that don't know, today's a special day for Mr. Dean the Vaping Biker.
Just to let people know, I got this far, and then when I did this, because Mr. Todd said that he's sent me something, but I'm getting a lot of packages from Amazon at the moment, and so when I saw that, I thought, well, I haven't ordered anything gift wrapped, so I thought I'd better check to see if that's what he sent me, and apparently it is. So I haven't opened it until right now. Anyway, crack on, Mr. Todd.
Yeah, I've been reviewing for 6 years. It'll be 6 years next March. I've been reviewing for, and my sub count's gone slowly. And
I'm going to put the camera on me while I undo this.
Yeah, on you go. And today was the day. Mr. Dean the Vaping Biker passed me by. So, and in anticipation of this happening, I sent something to Dean for this very moment because I knew it was coming, and he works hard, the boy. I mean, he's small and he has a beard and he says things that upsets me greatly, but he deserves it. He really does deserve it. He works hard. Actually, that's a lie. He doesn't do any reviews, but when he does, they're actually quite good.
Yeah, well, sometimes. So on the card here, it says, "Congratulations, you muppet. You deserve it. Well done, buddy, Todd." No, It's like a present. A gift for you. It's very light. Now then, for Todd's birthday, I sent him an adult colouring in book of penises. So he reckons that it isn't, but I think this is going to be a penis of some description. So if you're offended easily, I'd look away now.
It's not. It's something befitting the occasion. It's a passing of something.
Take it too long. Ow.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
Hey, dick. It's not quite made for my size head, but thank you very much, Mr. Todd.
Congratulations, sir. You deserve it.
But I can't. There we go. Thank you very much. That's very silly. I like it a lot. That's very cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. And what I'm going to do,
very, very welcome.
I'm going to put it there. Look, so we can everyone can see it lit up. I'll keep that back because I think now I was awake at 6:30 this morning, and so I started doing some worky bits around then, and I thought I'll have a little look and see what's going on with the subs, and it was a battle royale, quite appropriate with the thing, a battle royale, because it was kind of, you had a little bit of a spurt on your subs, and kind of then I went ahead by 1, and then you went ahead by like 3, I think, and then I went, and it kind of went back and forth a couple of times before it eventually kind of went a little bit further. So it was an epic thing to watch. But I honestly think at this point on that the pair of us are just going to keep moving forward. Obviously, I'm still better, but you know,
that's you're just a cock straight up.
So the final numbers: Mr. Todd 58,334, and me 58,353. So there we go. You could still pull it back. You never know. I'm slowing right up at the minute, so you might pull it back.
And the thing is, I mean, just to clarify, because I know some folk will read into it wrong or interpret it wrong, but it's fun. I mean, that's the thing, at the end of the day, it's just a number. We have a good crack about it, and it's okay for me to say that because I'm losing now. But yeah, it's just fun.
It is, and it's been that way the whole time. I mean, I felt guilty when I went past Mr. Bonner because he's been doing it a million years, and I feel guilty about going past you because you've been doing it a million years. But it just because I've got more subscribers, it doesn't mean to say that I've got the history. You know, I haven't got that. I'm still doing my time. I've not turned pro yet. So you know, there's still a way to go, but no, Mark's right. We've had a giggle and we rib each other about it quite a lot, and in no way we would be doing exactly the same thing if we had 5,000 subscribers. So it doesn't make any difference about the overall amount. It's just the competition between the two of us because it's fun. That's it. So yes, but it does. I do think some people have thought that we've been seriously in kind of, you know, major competition, and it was going to kill us if the other one took over. So no,
it has.
Yeah, let me put the camera on you. God, how does it feel when you've been the number one subscribed to reviewer for a number of years? You've won 3 eSig Click Awards on the trot, and now some little upstart with a fucking midget beard has decided to go here and pasture.
It kills me. It really does kill me.
Does it grind a bit of you that you didn't think it would?
the thing is, you'll never build coils as well as badly as I do, so I will always have that one up.
Now there's a million reasons why you're a superstar in what you do, and I the only reason that I've got more, I swear, is because I got I can't talk.
You've got a beard. It's because you've got a beard.
I'm easier to understand. There we go. Which, by the way, the beard is doing very well. Not sponsored, but theoldnorse.co.uk. Go there. It's brilliant.
Yeah. When's the haircut happening? Because are you going to get a haircut this year? Is it going to happen?
Nope. No, I'm in, and I'm quite upset about it. I tried to book it in, but my barbers were all booked up. They're booked up like a month in advance. So what I did, I went onto Amazon and got myself a plain black baseball cap that's actually too big for a change. I've never had a baseball cap that's too big for my head ever, because I've got a massive head. And yeah, but this is fucking huge, and it's not a snapback, so I can't kind of make it. There you go. Look, fuck, I'm cool. Fuck, I'm cool. Do I look like Dwayne from Homeboy Man? But yeah, so I've got that, and they also gave me a. They said, "Look at this. Look. What? Gangster as fuck now. What? Tell you, that's what all the kids are doing." But yes, so on days when I'm not doing the when I'm not washing my hair because I'm being a lazy bastard, then it's either going to be that one. See, my hats are great, but because they're white, they can blow out a little bit on camera. But if you wanted to see what one of these look like in front of your camera, if you went across to vapingbiker.co.uk and clicked on the merchandise button, you could pick up one of these. So oh, damn, I'm getting on that.
Actually, I was going to say something. If anybody, because I know we missed it last week, if anybody has any questions, be sure and tag Dean. Don't tag me, just tag Dean, and that way your questions will not get missed in the chat.
Absolutely. And it's best if you can put at Vaping Biker or at Todd's Reviews and then put your question in uppercase, and that'll just help it kind of pop out a little bit more. Please don't use the super chat option. I say this every time, but the super chat thing just means that YouTube get a third of the money that you donate, and it's a gigantic pain in the dick. If you did want to donate to the channel, you can either support me regularly on Patreon, or there's a PayPal .me link which you can go and do a one-off donation to if you want to. So there we go. There's one. While we're talking about donations, fuck me, the segues are going smooth tonight. While we're talking about donations, the Christmas Waffle is still going, and it's going fantastically well. We're so close to £2,000 now. It's ridiculous. I think we've got another few days left of this. I think we've got another kind of 6 days left now. So if we can break past £2,000, that'd be fantastic. And I've got a bunch more stuff. I've got a bunch of nudges to put in here, yeah, there'll be other stuff going in on it as well, and vape mats and all that sort of shit as well. So a whole mess of stuff. So if you haven't seen it yet, please go and check out the Christmas Waffle. And as I said before, it's the biggest raffle I've ever done on this channel, so I'm super excited about getting it out here. So go and check that bad boy out if you haven't done so already. Now then, let's have a little look. Todd, what's the LP?
101 by Depeche Mode.
Fantastic. Nice one. Dean, you look badass with the hat and bandana. I'm 25 and you rock that look as well. Thank you very much, Stephen KBK Vapes. I am a very young looking, hip kind of guy. I could totally pull it off. Shake your face. Don't forget questions in uppercase if you don't mind. Hey, Hagen Cool. Vaping Biker, you mentioned good mouth lung RDAs. Would you please name them or make a video about those sometime? I've already done at least one video on the one that I like for mouth to lung stuff, which was Todd, where's it? Forgotten.
Oh, pass.
There, I did a previous one. Fuck me sideways. Oh.
Oh, no name. No name? No.
No name mods, yes.
Yeah.
But no legal. No legal? Possibly the no legal. That one. That one's one that I really, really liked. And what about you, Mr. T?
What was the question?
Mouth to lung RDA.
I'm just Narda or Nuppins, which forget it. Nobody will have heard of them, and don't think you can actually get them anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Fantastic. Okay, is the Nardo one that you can really close down to get a proper tight mouth to lung, or is that kind of a more of a loose mouth to lung?
A loose mouth to lung. I don't actually have any true mouth to lung RDAs anymore.
Oh, you've changed.
Yeah, well, changed days indeed.
Just chasing the subs, that's all it is.
I'm about with you too much, that's what it is.
You look great in the hat and banana. Look heavy metal. Yes, absolutely. I'm a metalhead. When DM still made music, who's DM? Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
There we go. Look. I do have two questions for both of you. Do you have children? And if so, do you vape while they're around? I do not. And I have a dog and I vape around the dog, although I don't blow clouds in its face.
I do not have children. Well, actually, I kind of qualify as the child in the house. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Just a quick one. Stuart Niven's asking, have I done my draw for the Sandy and the Haku yet? Yeah, that was already done, mate, and that's been posted off to America. Somebody in America won it, if I remember right.
Super darts. Grim Jackin is looking for a couple of recommendations for Copper 2700 Mech mods. I've actually reviewed a few of them. I reviewed the Admiral and the Triple X, I think. Are those the only copper ones that I've done that are 2700s? There might be a third one that I can't remember the name of, possibly. I don't know.
No, was that not a 2700? No.
Yeah, the Admiral was, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Admiral and the Triple X. But I don't think... the Dreamer, I think that's a 20... Is that 2700 as well? I think it is. I think it is. I haven't got a close to review. Hang on. Yes, it will be because there's a spacer in it. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the Dreamer as well from Times Vape. So there's a few. This one is the only one that I've not reviewed as yet, though. So go and check those other ones out. Vaping Biker, I think the fire hydrant looking mod Todd got, the 4-cell one, that has got to be the safest mech mod on the face of the planet. I ain't joking neither. Dead serious. And you can tell he's serious because he's done one of those little nanu things. Says Socrates, the cab driver. How's that going? Have you been vaping on that big bastard?
I've been vaping on this big bastard an awful lot. It's just tremendous. It's just tremendous. Yeah, love it. He did a really good job on it, and I'm proud to own it.
Excellent. Excellent. Is he going to be doing one in exactly the same size, but a 3-cell with a 30ml squonk bottle in the side of it as well?
It probably could.
Dean, are you doing any more purge reviews in the future? None. I haven't got any planned. There was talk about me getting one of the purge squonk mods, but that never turned up. So I've got no plans to do any more purges for the time being. Not for any reason other than the fact that I've just not been sent one to review. Were you just vaping a Dreamer? Tenacious TX vapes? Yes, I was. Got 2 of them. And yeah, absolutely. Vaping away and having quite the thing with it. Todd's Reviews asks Louis, I'm not sure if you saw my question, but what are your top 3 Depeche Mode songs?
Nothing. Number 1. Number 2.
Now you got to answer him. You got to answer him for number 1.
Yeah, nothing.
No, you can't say nothing. You got to give him a name for a song.
Can I mute you? So you know the first one. Second one has to be stripped, and the third one is in my shoes. There you go.
Splendid. There we go. Oh dear. What else we got going on here? Toz reviews, they're not putting their questions in uppercase. Put your questions in uppercase. You already have the Zenith from P. Basado stock coil one. Oh, do you already have the Zenith from P. Basado, the stock coil one? And is it any better than the Nautilus?
I don't have it yet. I got a notification from Anakin today that 2 other things are coming, but one of them was not the Zenith, so I don't know when that's coming.
Ah, oh, you're going to get that mod, the lift mod thing.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, what did he say it was? No, so don't listen to me ever. Actually, they've just dispatched the Zenith tank and the gem.
Nice. There we go then. So see, Mr. Todd, I don't think I haven't had any notification of anything coming, so I probably won't, but you wouldn't come to me for tank reviews anyway. So there we go. I might throw one of the things that I'd said that I was going to do is do like a monster video of all the things that I would have liked to have reviewed over the last year or something, but never got around to doing. But what I might do instead is I might do some live overview videos in between Christmas and New Year. So things like the Aries tank and what have you. I'm not going to do a full breakdown unless it's necessary, but I'll just do like quick 5-minute overview videos just to see if, clear out the things, because I feel guilty about not showing some stuff. The Rig Descendant Outlaw, yeah, absolutely. That's another one that I've looked at. That was another one. The 1111, yeah, fuck me, I've done a few, haven't I? Yeah, there we go. Oh, and the bare bones, that was 2700, but not copper. So there's a whole bunch of them. Go and check out my Mech reviews. Eggy Wind, what bike do you have? It's in the description of every single video, buddy. So if you go and check out any other video apart from this one at the moment, then you should be able to see in the description not only with the bikes but also links to see the bike. So that's super exciting. Favorite affordable squonker? Depends what affordable is there, Zed. It depends what affordable is. Now, I would probably go with the Pulse kit for a kit because it's cheap and cheerful and it's got everything you need. It's got safety cut-off and all that sort of good shit, and a nice amount of variation as well when it comes to the batteries. But if affordable is an inexpensive stab wood, then I'd go with the Luna any day of the week. Have you got any other different options, Mr. T?
I got to be honest, I really like the Athena.
Okay.
I think it's just because it's I get hit with so many 3D printed plastic jobs that I don't know. It was just Athena was nice and cheap, and it was weighty, and it wasn't 3D printed.
Yeah, and had a lock on it as well, which is nice. I just didn't get on with the sharp sort of corners.
Yeah, you've just got
delicate little flower.
Yeah, girls' hands.
It's been a long time since I've done manual labor. So hopefully that answers your question there, Zed. Now then, Leon T81 has an interesting one. Predictions for 2018. Have you got any thoughts about what we can expect moving forward?
I think that in 2018 it will, I think that Dean will constantly rub it in my face on a daily basis that he has more subs than me.
Yes.
I think that's my main prediction for 2018. And I shall pretend that I'm not bothered at any point. Meanwhile, I shall cry myself to sleep every single night. I don't know, mate. I mean, it's what is 2018 is going to be the year of the 26650? No, that was the year before last.
The 21700 is going to be the big one. Battery.
Yeah. I think that's what it'll be. I think it will come down to the batteries, and I think possibly in the start of the year we're going to see a lot more cheap regulated squonkers. I also think that we're going to see even more of a downturn on high end.
Yeah.
because this year I think high-end mods have really taken a kick in the balls, and I think it's going to continue to. I think it's going to keep going like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, high end is still going to be expensive because they're kind of the proper nice bits of kit are always these kind of artisan made, incredibly well made products. But I think you're right on that kind of not the mass produced stuff, because that's not high end, but the stuff that is like 10 grand with gaps all over it and just looking horrific. There's not going to be much of that left.
Yeah, I think people are just getting a bit more savvy with their money and realizing that just because something's rare and expensive doesn't mean that it's actually good.
Yeah, or that it's an investment. And I think that's something that, like a year or two ago, people were thinking that you could buy certain mods and that would be an investment and they would just go up in value over time.
Yeah.
That worked out well. Those people with like 7 Nemesis are sitting there going, well, this is only worth like 25p now.
I don't know. I mean, there's some of the special edition Nemesis still will get close to retail price.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they were the beans back in the day, though, weren't they? They were, what it was all about.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to have the 21700 is going to be a big thing. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to see quite a few mods in the early part of the year that have them. However, I don't think they're going to be a big thing at all, just because getting hold of them is going to be nightmarish. And I think we're going to return back to 18650 mods. And I also think that some of our choices are going to be more limited to where they are now moving forward as well when it comes to batteries. But I think you're right, Mr. T. I think we are going to get more regulated squonkers, and I think most importantly, we're going to get more dual battery regulated squonkers, which I'm very much looking forward to. So there we go. Do you like Mark Almond and Soft Cell, Mr. T? Asked Stephen KBK Vapes.
Non-stop erotic cabaret was an amazing album, and then I didn't listen to them again after that. There you go.
Just peaked at that point.
Yeah.
What mechanical squonker would a 25mm RDA fit on? Quite a lot of them now, I think, generally.
Yeah, lots.
I don't know why some of this was in caps. What? Oh, here we go. Mr. Schwartz just talking random stuff. I don't know what he's talking about.
Sorry, Ian Batchelor Williams. Soft Cell, is that a soggy 18650? Terrible.
Now, Dominic has asked, what's the worst thing you've received in 2017? Now, I am going to have to look back and check out some of the stuff that I've had in this year. But so I can't think of anything offhand. What about you?
Off the top of my head, it would have to be the Kanger Tech Squonker with all the pipes and everything.
Oh, that one, the one with the yeah.
That was terrible. That really was bad.
Was that this year? Was it? Oh, I suppose it must be.
Yeah, that was this year, mate.
That's crazy. Yeah, that was horrific. But no, I can't. I genuinely cannot think. I haven't had much stuff that's truly awful. Don't know why I'm looking on there, because it wouldn't be on my shelf if it was truly awful. But no, I mean, I'm not a fan of the Druger squonk kit or the lift thing from Inikin, or the tank from Aspire that came with the speed whatever it is kit. But no, I don't know whether they would qualify as being the worst.
Yeah, the Revo tank was, yeah, that was. I can't believe that I mean, they actually have it in the manual and the instructions that you have to turn the tank upside down to wick it. Yes. I mean, oh man, I don't know what they were thinking in that one. I really don't.
It's genuinely awful. I think the flavor on it is terrible. I think the airflow design is terrible. I think the fact that you have to tip it to wick it is just ridiculous. What if you keep tipping it on one side? Are you going to get more wick on one side? So you're going to get one of those kind of half wet and half dry vapes, which is just going to do your tits in.
But it's not tipping it. You actually, it states you have to turn it upside down.
Yeah. Yeah, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So yeah, that worst thing was the Tesla bi-turbo. Good shout there, Paul Paulson. Absolutely. That was the one that really annoyed me this year. Good call. Yes, there we go. Boom. Thank you very much. Dino, that's Dino Knight. Oh, it's Dino Knight in here. Dino, bonjour. I should really have been paying attention to chat a little bit more. Now, is there anything that you've seen in chat that you want to highlight, Mr. T?
Just that David Mottram's a bit of a fanny, but that goes without saying. That's yep. No, there's Andy Fairchild says, what about those ye-long squonkers? Yeah, they were especially bad. They were very bad. But yeah, they were just bad.
Addy Tooney, any nice gear or flavoring in your stocking? That's because he's reading my thing, I imagine. My thing. Did I show this last week? Did I show the design? I can't remember.
Don't think so.
Right, you talk for a second, and I'll just get it up so I can show people.
I mean, Schwartz is saying that Aspire should be commended. It takes a lot nowadays to bring out something shite. I never saw the end of that sentence when I started reading. I thought that was going in an entirely different way. Well done, Schwartzy. A lot of people are saying that the Druga Squonker was shit as well.
Yeah. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. Now then, I am going to try and screen share. Just to let people know, because there's been a bunch of people. I can't even zoom in, can I? Let me know if you can see that, if you can read the text or not.
Yeah, I can see it.
Hopefully you can. And so, 'twas the night before Christmas. The wick was brand new. No YouTube was playing, no sign of reviews. The coils were wrapped and installed with great care in the hopes that new juice would wing its way there. The vapors were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of clouds danced in their heads. Tell you, should totally be doing that on an audiobook. Whoop, there you go. What's going on there? Boom, some of that. There we go. So there we go. That was the thing. That was what was going to be the design for this shirt, but unfortunately got shagged. So there we go.
I just want to comment. I mean, Mr. Henwood's saying that Grim Green's Druga was sparking on the contact. That's nothing to worry about. They all do that.
A lot of mechs will do it. Some mechs try and do their best to reduce it. I mean, things like the contact in the Dreamer has got this weird kind of cheese gratery kind of contact situation going on, which is supposed to reduce kind of shorting and all that sort of stuff. But depending on how you build and depending on how clean everything is, but you know, you'll get a thing. It's two electrical things clicking together with the current going through it. So, you know, odds are it happens.
Yeah. Dino Knight says, hello, Vaping Biker Todd Reviews. You two gorgeous buggers.
No, of course, it's Dino. Dino's possibly the nicest person in vaping ever. And he's always smiling. He's just a ridiculously happy person.
Paul Paulson has said, has the wife found out about the hydrant yet? The Beagle. The Beagle. No, she hasn't. And the Beagle refers to Darwin. When Darwin went on his voyages, the boat that he was on was called the Beagle.
There we go.
So I don't know who came up with the name for that mod, but he's obviously a very intelligent guy.
Righto. Darkstar had some new bottle shots that are worth checking out. Thank you very much, Alan. Apparently, someone told me that last week as well. What battery would you recommend for the Geek Vape Aegis? A 26651.
No.
You can put an 18650 in as well, or a 20. Does that one come with the extension for the bigger battery?
Yep, 2700, 21700, 18650, 26650.
There you go then. Wallet.
Take them all.
Have you got the extension with it though? And does it make the mod fall over?
No, it's just a redesigned battery cap.
Yeah. I didn't know if it poked out the bottom.
No, not in my one.
No, fair enough.
Nope.
Cool. Good to know. So there we go then. So any brands that you would suggest to put in there?
No, yeah, just go and check out Battery Mooch, as always.
Absolutely. And he's updating the way he does his testing now to be even more accurate, which is super exciting. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what's going to go on there. You never know. There might be another little thing going on that we do together at some point. That'd be good.
And please, in chat, can nobody? Oh, somebody asked them.
What? What is it?
Sinistral is telling jokes. I will pick up on that. What do you call what do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs? What? Still no idea. So I'm just going off chat. That's the jokes in chat.
I think I told my lettuce one last week, so there's no point in me telling you that one again. Yeah, for the 26650, there's some of them have different tolerances. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I didn't have any problems with any of the 26650s that I used in my ages, though, to be honest with you. Right, any more going on? Anything else happening there? Hey all, what are your views on the B2K? I'm a few pair away from ordering mine. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's incredible value for money. I think that it doesn't give you huge. I think it's perfect for the people that are kind of vaping under 50 watts with single coils that is it single or dual coil? I can't remember now. I'm just having a moment. Single coil under 50 watts that like a nice flavorful vape that don't have to suck too hard, because it is quite a low profile. So like a lot of the low profile ones, if you put a big old coil in there and then give it a big old then you know, you're going to get some spit back and all that. Are you laughing at me?
They're telling jokes in chat.
Right, but there you go. Yes, for the for what you get in it, original angst, and then fucking yes, go and treat yourself to one.
I'll look at this. I'm just for a comparison. I'm vaping on this. Okay.
Yes.
But the other mod that I'm vaping on is the same size as the Atty.
That's spectacular.
That's so wrong.
Randy's asking if he can make multiple donations in the Waffle. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Crack on. Totally wicked. Sell the Avatar 26650. Not sure how good though. Go and check out Battery Mooch, Mr. Wilkins. Have I heard of the Avatar? I think I might have seen the Avatar thing, and there's a potential that they're hugely overrated, but go and check out Battery Mooch's rundown to find out what the script is. Adrian McLean, will you be doing an end of year recap? Yes, well, possibly. I'll be doing something, but you know I'm not the cleverest. I'm not the brightest, so the idea of trying to remember what happened last week, let alone what happened 12 months ago, is near on impossible. So, but I'll certainly do what I can, and yeah, we'll see what we got going on there.
There's have you seen I can't see, the chat's moving too fast with all these shitty jokes. There's going the NCR. Somebody mentioned the NCR RDA.
Yes.
Are you getting that?
I don't know if I'm getting it, but who makes it? I can't remember now. But it is that element thing that goes up in the middle there, isn't it? So we talked about that last week, didn't we? Because we were saying about that other mod, the Theorem.
Yes.
Not mod, tank that had it like a year.
The Alice, or was it not?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was the ALUS, ALUS, I think it was.
Yeah,
that was the one that failed spectacularly during the year.
Yeah, absolutely. I have absolutely no confidence that it's going to be any good whatsoever, to be honest with you. Right. The jokes are still going in chat, and that's super. However, if you got any questions, please put them in uppercase so we can see them amongst all the jokes. Is there any new hardware in the pipeline you're really looking forward to? Going out to either of us. From Steve.
Hardware for me, I've got a couple of bits and bobs coming from mod makers that I've dealt with over the past few years that I'm really looking forward to. And I'll say no more until they arrive.
Excellent. I've got something coming from good old Mike at Abstract, which I'm very much looking forward to. So that should be cool. But otherwise, as far as production mod, just because I've got loads of subscribers now and I'm so far ahead of Todd, I'm not going to go all high end and like that now. That's not going to change me. So I'm going to stick to my roots, man. But no, I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's coming in that I'm super excited about. And once again, I've done a bunch of just turning stuff away over the last week, like I've done for like the last month. I've been turning away more stuff than I've been agreeing to. So I can't think off the top of my head of anything super exciting that's coming in.
Hang on, there's a proper question.
Get away.
I wish we could save this chat or people could see it, but the jokes are just horrendous. Mr. Henwood's saying, what's the best affordable mech that you've seen this year?
As in tube mech, I imagine he's talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know if the copper coil art one was this year. Was that this year? I think it might have been. That was one that I think was a super cheapie that I was super impressed about. The copper one with the black outer. I don't think I like the other one quite as much, but that one was splendid. The rest of my mechs are really posh.
Yeah. I'd say I'll go with Sinistral saying here smart mods. I'll go with that one as well. I thought the 22mm and the 24mm, yeah, very, very good mods. Very good mods.
Yeah. I'll go with that one.
Vaping Biker Todd's reviews. Is there anything that you didn't get this year but wish you had? More subscribers? I'm not bitter at all.
That is spectacular timing. I like that. Any other products though, other than your withering fame?
Oh, sorry. Is there anything you didn't get this year but wish you had? No, that there's one thing that I'm hoping to get before the year's out, and I'm hoping it'll be here before Christmas. It's a mod. Yes, I'll leave it at that.
Excellent. For me, a Canon 6D or a 5D Mark IV, that would have been nice.
Yeah, because there has to be a camera out there that you haven't got yet.
Absolutely. My M10's going tomorrow, I think. Right. That might be Wednesday. The
Naomi.
No, have you?
Oh,
no, I think you've had one recently that I really kind of liked. That demon-faced thing.
This wee thing here. That wee thing. Yeah. I actually had that in bits. I'm actually going to start working on a review for this tomorrow, and I had it in bits, and it's really well done. This thing, really well done.
Yeah.
If you didn't have more subs than me, I would probably send it to you as a Christmas present. But
would you? No, but I think that is genuinely gorgeous. Now, do you know if the other ones that he's done have got the same kind of face thing, or is that just, was he following the wood with that one, or is that the actual shape of them?
That's the actual shape. That's the design. Yeah.
Lovely. Fantastic.
Naomi's saying, have you got a Rock Mods Mech Squonker? Looks very similar to the Cuter, but made in the UK. Hers is arriving tomorrow. Sorry, I think that's Naomi's Shishi, I think. I've not got a Rock Mods. I've seen plenty of them because I see them at all the events, but it's one that I've never owned.
Same, not had one at all. So no thoughts on them. Are you going to be selling your 3D printed mods, Mr. T?
No, I'll just the 3D printed mods that I print off are it's all Rick at modmaker.co.uk. They're all his squonkers, and I just print them and then randomly send them out.
There we go then. Boom. What else we got? When are we going to get Dean and Todd bobbleheads? I know. Did people write to the bobblehead people? Did they do that and just say, look, you need to do bobbleheads of these two crazy English reviews, British reviews, UK reviews? Did you do that last week? You had homework to do. You went away, you had homework to write to these people and demand they did bobbleheads of us. But fuck, that'd be cool. Can you please tell me if G-Box will cut off power as soon as it ages? I don't understand the question, Devgron. If you go through your batteries, then it'll stop. I don't really know where you're going with that one, buddy. Any thoughts on the Capo Squonker, Mr. T? You still didn't get one in the end, did you?
I didn't get one of these. Listen, I just think they shouldn't have stuck the 100-watt on it.
Yeah,
they should. Yeah, that's what they did wrong. I mean, the 4.2 volt thing, but saying that it's going to be 100 watts, that was a screw up, and it was missold if anything. As long as you're aware of the limitations, then yeah,
absolutely. Right, what else we got? What are your favorite RDAs for flavor and clouds? Are you talking about doing them both together? Just there's so many really good RDAs, from really affordable stuff like the Vandy Vape and that kind of stuff through to the kind of more expensive gear. So the best thing to do there, Kevin, is to go and check out some of either of our reviews, because there are so many. It's really dependent on what kind of aesthetic you like these days.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Chris Larn is asking, has he overtaken you now, Todd? Sorry if I missed that earlier. Only just in, chaps. I can't remember. Did I?
I'm not biting. Get it up, yeah.
Todd's reviews. Did you ever try out the Zenith, the V3?
That's a very good question. It's actually sitting now. I got the Zenith V3, and the guy that makes it asked me for feedback on it, and I sent him a lot of feedback on it, and I don't think he was too impressed, because he never actually came back to me and replied, and that's why I never reviewed it, because I thought it was pretty poor, to be honest, which was a shame, because the Zenith V2 was actually very, very good. I just wasn't impressed with the V3. I do not know if it's gone into production. I don't know what. I have no idea. I don't know.
Fair enough. Lassie is asking, could you show the new Wapari? I saw you throwing that out on Facebook and Instagram earlier on.
There you go. Boom.
Where's mine? I was supposed to be getting one of them.
That's my second one.
Well, that's right. You can have a little commiseration prize. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the 18650 version with a flush top cap on it.
Yeah, I like that.
It's very, very nice.
Illuminide?
Yes. But I mean, I think it's their own switch FET. That's their own FET that's inside it. Because I'm sure they actually sell them to other mod makers.
Okay. How do you get the battery out? Is it a tube thing so you unscrew it?
Yeah, unscrew at the bottom.
Yeah, gotcha. Cool. Nudge RDA thoughts? Well, I am still. When did we get them? Was it last week?
Yeah, it must have been at least a week, because I was going to say.
Because I still haven't put enough builds in it to say whether I like it or not. It's more challenging to build than I would have hoped, to be honest with you, and it's slightly more restrictive when it comes to your choice of coils. But no, so far I've not. It's certainly not something that I've picked up, thrown a build in, and gone, "Fuck my life, this is fantastic."
I'm on my 4th build. I've got 2 on the go, and I actually hated it. I thought it was pretty bad. I think I said that in the last vlog.
Yeah,
I wasn't impressed with it at all. But I do have to. If you get your coils right, then it's not that bad to build on. I'm actually finding it a lot easier now that I'm used to it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not great. I don't think it's great at all, but it's not as bad as I initially thought.
And I think Matt said even in his video that it takes a little bit of getting used to build to start with, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah, which is fair enough. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's why being the consummate professional that I always test things before I review them.
Marty Krellin is commending me on the Canon M10. Amazing piece of kit. Good. Pleased I've not fucked up there. That's handy. JPF McAfee is saying, what's after being reviewers? Any plan on establishing a company, maybe? Yeah, that's quite an interesting question.
Well, sorry, I didn't actually see the question. Where was it? Where was it?
What's after being reviewers? Any plan on establishing a company, maybe?
Well, I am a company. I mean, I am self-employed, as my company name is Todd's Reviews. That's, I mean, in, when was it? April? Mm-hmm. I mean, April, when I stopped working in the vape shop, and that's when I started working for myself. So, yeah, I'm my own company.
Yeah, as I am, but I've never had a company that'll be this much in the red constantly, which is splendid. I would like to open up a kind of like a YouTube space that had different kind of rooms with a camera set up and a computer set up and all that sort of stuff. So people that would like to YouTube on about anything, within reason, can kind of get access to kit to give them half decent lighting and all that sort of stuff, and maybe run a kind of a YouTube thing. So like a company with that in it, with a bunch of YouTubers from various different degrees and different genres, kind of all working out of a similar sort of spot. And that would be a great place for everybody to discuss kind of ideas and how to get better and all that. And I think that would be fantastic, but far beyond what I could afford to invest in. So that's something that I'd like to do, because I think that would be a really helpful thing, especially as technology means that TV's going down and YouTube's going up.
Yep.
What have we got? How's the DIY going? Asks Astral Martian. Badly. Quite frankly, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to scroll all the way down just for a second. Oh no, that wasn't too far away. No, Sinistral, poke it. Vaping Biker Todd's Reviews. If you have RDA clones, what are your favorites? We don't do clones. Barris Arslan. So sorry, wrong channels for that one, buddy. If you do, crack on. Fair play to you. You know, live the dream. But our choice is not to touch them. I have VTC 4s and Samsung 25R. Oh no, so I'm speaking to someone else. Which is better, the Mason 30mm RDA or the Death Trap 30mm RDA? Mason RDA or 30mm? Did I get the Mason 30? I know I had the Mason 40. Don't know if I had the Mason 30. I honestly can't remember. But I loved them both just because they were both bonkers. Well, I love them both just because they're both bonkers. But I really do enjoy the Death Trap. I thought that was a really interesting RDA just because it gave you different options. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Vaping Biker Todd's Reviews. What's the one item that most surprised you this year?
Dean getting more subs than me.
Yeah, Dick.
It's not that I'm not bitter about it at all. I'm not. It's just
honest. But any products that really surprised the fuck out of you?
No, and the thing that surprised me this year was the way everything went so cheap on the Squonker front, which I thought was tremendous. Yeah. I really do. I mean, I am, by my own admission, I do review a lot of more expensive gear. Not necessarily high-end all the time, but more expensive gear. But I really did like seeing all that cheaper gear coming out. And some of it being really good as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, really, the Aegis. I really like the Aegis. I think it's a brilliant mod. If you're chuffed with it.
Excellent. I was super surprised that there were so many 3D printed mods. I didn't expect 3D printed mods to take off the way they did. So that's been a bit of a shock this year. As far as a singular product goes, the Lunar Squonker just knocked my spots off because it was something that I'd never heard of. Just picked up at Expo and just couldn't put it down. I just loved it so much. So that really surprised me. And the Underdog, I think that surprised me as far as a Mech goes as well. So there we go. Those are some surprises that I had.
Guybrush is asking if I have any plans in building a mod, maybe with a chip inside and making a video tutorial with printing, etc.
And magnets.
And magnets, yeah. No, I don't know, but it'd be a good idea if there was I don't know, just a really cheap board that anybody, you know, it's accessible to anybody. And, you know, what's that site where you got you can get any 3D print done?
Oh, 3D Hub, maybe, I think.
The thing, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, and that was the thing with that build your own 3D squonker type thing was that, you know, I did that video just as 3D printed squonkers or squonkers came crashed in price. So the price difference between building your own and actually going and buying one was neither here nor there.
Yeah. The thing is, when you do your own, you've just got that satisfaction of saying, even though I may not have printed it, I've still put this together and made something that I'm now vaping on. So you have a different attachment to it, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. The guys are saying shapeways for 3D printing, which is absolutely correct. 3D print, that's one, but there was another site where you could get people locally to you that would print stuff for you.
Yeah, that's 3dhub.co.uk. Essentially what you do is you upload your file on there and then you send it out to see who you upload your file, you choose your material and all that sort of stuff, and then it'll tell you who will be able to print that near you or just who will be able to print it wherever. And so you can then look at price or kind of how close they are or whatever else, and you can get some really good deals. And that's when you've got some people that are kind of home 3D printers that are all kind of getting together to be able to produce stuff. And I've had stuff printed for stuff that I've worked on outside of, you know, this kind of stuff, and they've done a grand job. So I've been super happy with the result. And in my opinion, Shapeways is not very cheap, so it's nice to have something that's a little bit cheaper as available potentially.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, there's Mr. Dawson 777. I mean, that's you. Let you pick up on that one. Canada. Are you aware of
what?
Are you aware of what's been happening in Canada?
Unfortunately, in Ontario, Canada, we as a vaping community lost to our government by now losing our right to vape with flavors and not being able to vape in shops and no vaping innovation. That sucks balls. That does suck balls. I think I shared a petition a couple of months ago for Canadian vapors. I think I'm not entirely sure.
That was the Italian one you shared, mate.
No, I did the Italian one as well, but I'm sure I did one before that one. Yeah. For the Canadians, I'm sure I did. But no, I mean that's horrific. I mean, I don't know what. The best thing you can do is still just push forward as much as you can to try and educate people as much as you possibly can, and that's the only way you're going to change. And that you can have all the vapors you like, but you're never going to be able to sway the government without public opinion being on your side. We're the same in this country and the same in any country in the world, with regards to, you know, not being able to change policy without having public opinion backing you up. And that, I imagine, is going to have to be your only hope. I mean, it's not something to give up on, but I imagine your only hope is to just educate and advocate as much as you possibly can to really get home the facts and try and find the right politicians that are on your side. Then try and work together. You know, I don't know if you have any advocacy groups that are actually any good out there, but no, I mean that's what you need. This is when you need, you know, advocacy groups to kind of bring people together to have a focused push on what to do.
Yeah, well said.
What else? Someone asked about a Sani update. I will do one at some point in time. Absolutely. Yeah, I will. She's happy. She's stupid. She's also camera shy. Dizzy used to know this, and TJ I don't think gives two flying hoots, does he? But as soon as you get a camera out, if you get your phone out, I don't know whether it emits a frequency or something that we can't hear as humans, but you put the camera on and she's like that, fucking what? Now I'm going to look super grumpy, or I'm just going to go the other way. So that generally happens. So I go, right, she's looking gorgeous and really cute and happy and whatever. I'll take a picture. Out comes the phone and then fucking gone. Right, what else we got? You seen anything else there, Chief?
I see 6retro6 is saying they ignore me. If you have, once again, if you have a question, make sure you tag Dean or myself and put it in uppercase, upper caps, and then we'll see your question.
Yeah, absolutely. It's upset that they're getting ignored. Hans Dampf asks, have you tested the Bow or the Bowl Plus by Jaywell? What are your thoughts? I haven't. I think I saw the new Bow, Expo. They had a big old stand. That was those guys, wasn't it? Did you see those?
Yeah, saw it.
It looked quite cool. And I really like Jaywell from France. I think they're a brilliant company. They've come out with some really, really strong products. But I haven't tested their new stuff. I think it's probably because I forgot to review the last stuff they sent me, because I thought it was okay, but could have been better. But there we go. So there we go. Either that or it just turned up without me agreeing to it.
6retro6 still hasn't put it in upper caps or put, but I see his question. Is there a review for the Jazz coming? I've no idea. I honestly don't know. Sasha added me back into Van and Dale's group today. I don't know if he did that because he sent me one or because he's just a big lump of a bloke that likes winding me up.
Someone's asked what I use to clean the Luna. To be honest, what do I use? Oh, I use Howard's Wax and Shine. That the wonderful Matt at Fine Mods sent me. Howard's Feed and Wax. There we go. Boom. That stuff. That's what I've used on all of Matt's mods. It's what I use on the big DNA 250 that he sent across, which is one of those videos that I really wanted to do that I haven't had a chance to do. But yeah, so just feed and shine. When are you doing the raffle for your patrons? I put the details in the Patreon pages because I can't really accept donations from Patreons to the same point as the regular raffle. Then I'm doing the Patreon raffle in between Christmas and New Year. I did put a post on there about that one, Dominic. Hands down for I have them both. They're great. Best cigar like so far. Good to know. Good to know. Right. Socrates, a cab driver, says Vaping Biker. She scrams back because she don't want to run the risk of getting recognised and being claimed back by her. Well, that I didn't read the end of that question. That was horrifically upsetting. No. Good work, Mr. Todd.
Okay, there you go. I like that one. There's a good one for you. Mr. Vaping Biker.
Hello.
If you had to vape 3 e-liquids which are not DIY, which ones would they be?
Oosh. Just looking on my desk on what's on here at the moment, I would probably have Wick Liquor's Deja Voodoo in there. I would have the Dinnermints thing that I showed you earlier on, which I've lost now. Oh, there it is. So the Deja Voodoo by Wick Liquor, which I really, really like. Dinnermints, Union of Vapors, and That'd be tough. That would be tough. That would be tough, to be honest. Honest. I don't know. I'm not even going to say a third one. But the way my flaky taste changes, I could just go all wrong. I've got a big sort of kind of door hanger thing going on over here, and I've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 pockets stacked with e-liquid, and I threw everything away about 6 months ago, and that's all full again now. So I've got a bunch of stuff there that I've got to try and get through. There, so it changes. Have you ever tested any Atom Vapes mods? Asks Hans. No, I haven't. I was sent one last year, I think it was, before kind of things went all kind of reasonably popular for them, and it was an all-in-one. So it was an all-in-one RDTA and mechanical mod. So you couldn't check your resistance of your coil, and on the box they had starter kit written on it. So I lost my biscuit about that one, and I didn't. I refused to review it and insisted that someone change something and what have you. I think things got changed, but I'm not entirely sure. What else we got going on? Back to the cinema. Anybody want to know the end? Is that from Star Trek, I imagine?
You're so down with the kids. Star Wars, yeah.
I really like the Cylons in it. I think they're cool.
Yeah.
Surprising to see Indiana Jones in it, but at least he's doing well. Think you can share how you clean the threads for your mech mods? I use oil, 3-in-1 oil and a microfiber cloth. I wipe round them loads. I then use a little bit of the cleaner that I use for the rest of the mod, bang around that in the same sort of fashion. I then wash all that off, and then occasionally I'll give it another wipe round with oil just to kind of suck up anything else that's nasty and give it a wipe until it's dry. How do you do your mech mods? Do you clean threads because you're a cloud chasing beast? Obviously, I know you need to know every last kind of 0.01 of a volt it's getting to you.
Yeah, I just use Brasso.
There you go.
Yeah, just use Brasso. Have done for years, and it works fine.
Fabulous. Teus asks, what will your New Year's promise be, which is going to be your New Year's resolutions? Have you got any?
More subs.
Have you got any others?
No, that is my one mission in life. No, for next year. For next year, I have to, and I said that at the start of this year, and I failed miserably. And it's just the going back to basics and stop being so complacent about the way I do reviews. That's my main thing.
That's fair enough. I noticed that you mentioned about kind of like upping the style a little bit in your vlog, and loads of people just went, no, stay how you are.
Yeah, I did notice that. So I was quite happy about that.
George A, hang on, I can do something here. You talk for a second.
There's sorry if I'm missing questions, but DDVD. Has anyone ever had migraines or headaches from vaping? I would say on that one that check your nicotine strength, because that's what we used to do when we worked in the vape shop, and you used to get people coming in and they were complaining about migraines, headaches, or even their heart beating fast. It was because they were taking in too much nicotine.
I get headaches from N80. Anyway, the question that I saw here, Vaping Biker and Mr. Todd, insert Grim Green's voice. If the FDA or Santa came and took all your vape gear away, which particular setup and which juice would you go out and buy first? That's why I've got this look with my how to see up close glasses on, which makes my eyes look a little bit I can't actually see anything now.
John Mueller says stay hydrated. That's a very, very good point.
Definitely. Vaping will dehydrate you a little bit quicker.
Yeah. What gear would you go out and buy though?
To be honest, I'd have to go out and buy a Mech tube. And I don't think I'll be that fussy, because the thing is, these days, there's so much gear that is kind of really good. And whether you spend 30 quid on an RDA or 80 quid on an RDA, you can get a very similar vape. So it's just going to boil down to how much money you got in your pocket, really.
Yeah. I can honestly say that after all this time, that I could go into a vape shop and buy the cheapest bit of kit, and that would do me. Just to keep vaping. Because, I mean, that's the thing. Things are so different now that the gear that you can get in a brick and mortar store for next to nothing will keep you off cigarettes. Yeah, and will do the job.
Absolutely. Since my journey of particularly over the last sort of few months on my way up to becoming the UK's most subscribed to vape reviewer, I've had more people email me just say, "Oh, can you send me something? Otherwise, I'm going to go back to the cigarettes." I have zero sympathy for people like that, to be honest with you. Zero. If you can't afford to vape, you can't afford to smoke cigarettes. And you're right, Mark. You don't need to go out and buy an expensive setup. You can buy something to keep you off the smokes that'll cost you 15 quid, and boom, there you go.
Yes, absolutely.
Aren't some people allergic to PG? Yes, they are. Some people are. I don't know. I don't think I've got a PG allergy, but I get more of a scratchy throat with PG, high PG stuff.
I've seen a few folk come into, when I worked in the shop, coming into the shop with blisters, ulcers around their mouth from PG allergy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys plan to visit German vape fairs next year? Maybe Berlin in June. First beer is on me, says Hans. Now, yes, you're the European traveller. Well, don't know. Now you're not number one anymore. I don't know. But are you going to Germany next year?
Yes, I will be. I'm already booked up. I will be in Stuttgart. Yes. Can't wait. It's actually, unfortunately, it's on at the same time as Vape Expo in Birmingham.
That sucks. That blows. But there you go. There you go. Well, hopefully they'll invite me to Berlin then. There is a good PG. There's a good PG alternative now. Apparently, I know nothing about it. So that's something worth checking out a little bit more. Might be worth asking Fresh 03 about that sort of stuff as well. Is Magnetic Stirrer still in the raffle, or do you need it still for the review? No, I still do need it, and that'll be one of those reviews I mentioned earlier on that's going to go in between Christmas and New Year. Flipping hell, we're coming up to a 2-hour vlog. We're going in a minute. We're going. This is ridiculous.
Really? I mean, if we go now, then it means that you can't tell any more people about how you are the #1 reviewer in the UK.
This is very much true, but I didn't have to then, so that was good. Do you think there will be any more clamping down on vaping in 2018? Good question from Daniel Carter Sewell.
I don't know. No idea.
No. I think, if anything, it could go either way, but I think we've got a stronger potential for more leniency, or at least more support from the government next year than we've ever had before. Daedalus Pro coil things working out all right, asks David. Yeah, it's working out all right. I do have a few more challenges with it than the original Daedalus jig, so I'm still working with that at the moment, but I did some more staggered, there we go. Staggered Claptons the other day, and so I'm still working on it, and once I've kind of got to grips with it and really understand kind of what makes it better or worse, then I'll be able to do the review and tell people about that one. Do you use Nick salts or dislike them, asks Vicky. I've used them before and not really kind of, it's not that I haven't liked them, it's just that I haven't really seen the benefit of them. You?
likewise. I've tried them when I was in when I was in Paris. There was a lot of Nick Salt vendors there. It was very popular. A lot of people were actually on it, but it's just something that not for me.
Yeah,
not for me.
That's fair enough. Sinister was asking who would vote for Reviewer of the Year. I will go for the guy from Unbox Therapy.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
Oh no, I'd go for Marcus.
Ah, well, there you go. See,
Yeah,
personality.
but that was well done. Well done. That was, what a body swerve.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
What to do to prevent liquid getting too viscous in the tank when it's very cold? Less cotton? I would go for a different tank.
Yeah, I
Wicking issues. Less cotton, I suppose, could work, but if it's too viscous and it's not getting through the holes to get to the wick, then that different tank possibly.
Yeah. I usually hold on to the tank, dude.
Yeah.
Just Ruben Ferrari says Ruben Ferrari. Oh God, it's just wouldn't that be fucking awesome when you're a kid and you have to stand up in class and shout your name out and it's hi, I'm Ruben Ferrari. That's just brilliant.
I've just noticed something.
What's that?
Have you had your teeth whitened?
No, it's just the lighting. I'm from Scotland. We don't do white teeth.
Well, I didn't know if you'd gone full Richard Hammond. Now you're number 2 and all. I didn't know whether you'd gone for that push.
Do you know me? Like, do you think I care about? Well, actually, I'm a man that dyes his hair. We'll say no more than that. Moving on. Grant McKenzie, can you recommend a butterscotch juice?
I can't, but I kind of like the idea of it. I think I've tried one a long time ago, but I can't remember it. And I can't remember it being... I wanted it to taste like Butterscotch Angel Delight. And it did, and I was most upset.
I mean, my all-day vape is goose juice, which is just like a vanilla custard, but it does almost have a hint of butterscotch to it.
Yeah.
It's caramelly, butterscotchy type thing going on.
Yeah. What else we got? I don't think there's any more. So final countdown then, last few minutes. If you've got any other questions, please make sure you get them in. And thank you very much for sticking with us for this massively long vlog. If you are watching in on the replay, then well done if you're at this point, because that's amazing. I'm just going to throw it in once again. Please make sure you do go and check out the Christmas Waffle that I put up just over a week ago now, because it's immense and it is continuing to grow. I've got to update my website with that, but you can go and check out all the prizes at vapingbiker.co.uk on my last post on there. No, it's fantastic causes and we're doing really, really well on that one. So please go and check that bad boy out. Any other questions then? Anything else come in? Thanks, guys. Great show. Fantastic. See, Andy Fairchild. Oh, Butterscotch Angel Delight. Fucking, I tell you, that's it, isn't it? If someone comes up with a butterscotch Angel Delight flavor juice, that would be fantastic. That's what am I sitting on? That's not too creamy. Because it'd be easy just to put butterscotch in with just a cream and go boom, done. But you've got to make it light. David Mottram, Vaping Bike, I don't think you've mentioned about how many subs have you got. I don't like talking about it, David, to be honest with you.
Oh, well, I've got a serious question for you. No, I've not. No, I have. Are you doing a best of 2017 and when is it going to be released?
Now, one of the things that I've realized over the last few months is when I say publicly, as in a vlog or with the Patreon people or on Instagram, that I'm going to do something, that then doesn't happen. I do it with the greatest of intentions, and I manage to fuck it up every single time. So, no, I might do something for the stuff that I've really liked, but I don't think that I can pick a favorite RDA of 2017. I can definitely do a favorite tank, mouth to lung tank, and I can definitely do a couple of favorite squonkers. But no, I mean, when it comes to RDAs or mechs, in fact, I don't think I can come out with anything. You know, I can't really pin something down.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm struggling with it. I think, like I said in my own vlog, was that I don't know if it's worth doing. I mean, I think I'm probably going to just do a video showing what I kept from 2017.
Yeah.
But then that's not really going to be relevant to a lot of people, unfortunately.
Well, I think it's nice. It's nice that people, I mean, I like seeing high-end gear because, like watching, you know, a car show or something like that, I'm never going to go out and buy a Ferrari. Don't mean to say I don't like the idea of looking at them.
Yeah.
So I like seeing the aspirational stuff and the super posh stuff. It just, you know, you don't have to say I want to watch a video because I want to go out and buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. The thing, I mean, most of my gear is the vast majority. I mean, I'm talking a vast majority of it is I've kept off from this year is because it's been made by people I know.
Yeah.
Everything else that you can, I mean, the stuff that I've let go, you can go and buy in a shop. Pretty much is because you can go and buy it in a shop. It doesn't really mean that much to me. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I was going to say something, but I probably shouldn't.
Right. Do you recommend using the Penguin to win a cloud comp? Absolutely, it's me, dude. Yeah, you know, knock yourself out with them. Right. I think that's just about covered it then. I think we've done amazingly well. It's been obscenely long. It's gone pretty quickly though, to be fair.
It has, yes.
But thank you so much for watching and sticking with me, and thank you to all my subscribers that have made me the most popular vape reviewer in the UK. Hang on, let me just pop the thing on for you. I can see us having a little battle for a while yet. I think you're going to overtake me again, and we're going to go back and forth for a little while, which will be cool as fuck if that happens. That'll be awesome.
Oh, you get more subs in a day than I get in a month.
Well, don't know. I don't know. But no, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Thank you for everybody that's made the channel what it is. It really does inspire me. I mean, it does seem that I'm getting way more troll comments these days, but it does inspire me to keep going. So thank you so much for that, because having that kind of focus with my situation means that it allows me to do something really positive, and I'm really thankful that so many people enjoy watching the random stuff that I do. Hopefully you've all seen the battery thing I did earlier on, by the way, and there's a lot of people that seem to be getting their knickers in a twist about things. It wasn't you should put your batteries in this way or the other. It was a video to explain what happens when batteries are upside down, and what the negative portion of the battery and the negative portion of the tube mod and all that sort of stuff is relevant to. So, you know, if you feel that that's important, please share that around, because I'm quite proud of that little thing, to be honest with you.
As you should be.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So no, please do go around and throw that out there. That would be cool to see that one kind of just getting out there to help educate people. And I kept it around that 2 minutes, just particularly with that focus in mind, because people don't like spending too long watching stuff. So thank you so much for that one. And yeah, I think last look I had on it, 5 people had downvoted it about me saying be safe with batteries. Fucking what?
Yeah, there's some special people out there. Special people.
But there you go. But no, thank you so much. Thank you very much to all my Patreon supporters. If you do want to do it, then it's in the description of most of the videos, equally, and in the banner of the channel. Equally, if you do want to support the channel with a one-off donation, then there is the PayPal me there as well. And so thank you so much for everybody that do get involved in that way. That helps me do things like get cameras and stuff. The camera I'm getting in the next couple of days is going to be my up close camera, and it's going to mean that when I have a frozen shoulder and a knackered back and all that, I don't have to move around and try and keep sort of moving my my setup to enable me to film stuff. So it's going to help immeasurably, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without that kind of support. So thank you to everybody who does that. But that being said, you know, I am younger, I am prettier, and you know, I've got a beard. So it's on the cards, really, isn't it?
I can. There we go. I just found out I can actually mute Dean on his own vlog. So guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Subscribe to Todd Reviews. And until next time, bye for now. No, I'm only kidding.
I was going to let you do it then.
Right, I'll start my engine up. You go for it. All
right then, good. Let's get Mr. Todd blowing a nice big cloud out to you. So thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see you all again. Very, very. You got to go again. Not ready yet.
I do that again. Jesus Christ.
In the meantime, make sure you go out there. No, you went too early. You have to do it again. One more time. Go on.
You're such a dick.
Go on, this time. Ready? Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Say thanks for watching, and we'll see you all very, very soon. You went too early again.
You're a prick. Bye for now.
I mean, Lord.
It's such a dick.
Oh, yes.